Welcome to the F.a.S.T fat loss program. Today we're going to have a quick foray into what alcohol can do and how it sabotages our weight loss progression. So firstly, let's have a look at what alcohol does when it's consumed. So we consume alcohol, the body recognises it as a poison, it metabolizes it as quick as it can, but it's still not that quick, converts it in the liver via a few other methods into a substance called acetate. But it's this acetate that the body turns to first and foremost as a source of fuel for energy consumption. So ordinarily throughout the day, when we're sitting around or moving around at low intensities, walking, etc., our body will be primarily using fat as its main source of fuel, because it's broken down at the rate that is acceptable to the body and the demands that the body puts upon it. However, as soon as we start to consume alcohol and it gets converted to the acetate, we see a flip. And our body then, even at rest, will shy away from using fat as its preferred source of energy and go towards acetate as its main fuel. So this causes two separate problems. The first one being, when we consume alcohol, we switch from being a fat burner into an acetate burner. So this deprives us of any opportunity to burn off our excess stores of fat. Secondly, when we start to increase the amount of acetate in the system, we then convert that into energy and we use that as energy. At the same time as doing that, all the other foods that we bring into the system via our diet, by overeating over Christmas, etc., that then has nowhere to go. So as we then use the acetate for energy metabolism, we also have the double-edged sword of not using fat as our source of fuel, and also we then tend to store this circulating glucose, sugar, fats into fat cells, as opposed to getting them into muscle cells to be used. So the double whammy is, we're not using fat as a source of fuel, and also at the same time we're storing more glucose, fat in the fat cells. So what we need to consider when we drink alcohol is our choice of foods that we eat with it, and secondly, the amount of alcohol that we drink. The more alcohol that you drink, the longer this acetate burning situation lasts for. So if you go out on a Friday or Saturday night and you have an absolute skinful, you could actually, in all honesty, be still using that acetate as fuel through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, not to mention the disruption to your body's homeostasis. So you're going to be out of whack, you're going to be tired, it upsets your sleeping rhythms, upsets your muscle activation. So from that sense, we could be operating at a lower or less than optimal level for 2 or 3 or 4 days post binge session. So one, you need to reduce the consumption of alcohol, or even don't drink your alcohol whilst on a diet. 2, if you do consume your alcohol, then so long as you haven't had so much that you can't stand up in the morning, or that you feel really, really hungover, I would advise getting out and doing some form of activity to sort of use that activity as a catalyst for burning up more of that acetate that's produced via the conversion. So in the long haul, we want to be reducing our alcohol consumption, and that way it's not going to play as big a part in both the burning off of excess fats and also the storage of any food that comes into our body in the fat cells, therefore sabotaging a pretty concerted effort on your behalf to lose weight or create a calorific deficit for the majority of the time. So until next time, thank you for listening, watching.